Hello everybody and welcome back. I can't say good morning anymore because it's not morning time. We are now in the afternoon. It's almost lunchtime for me. Anyway, I have one more of the Boo-riginal Creeproduction dolls here to unbox and review for you guys. And then after I'm done with this, I'll go get lunch. So I saved the best for last, and my personal favorite, Lagoona. And there are a number of reasons why Lagoona is my favorite. Mainly it's just because of like the coloration. One of my favorite colors is this like turquoise color. This like, it's not blue, it's not green, it's kind of somewhere in between. I love like this mint green, light blue, light turquoise color. One of my favorites. That and purple are my two favorite colors. Also, I love the fact that she is a water-based monster. She's a sea creature. I also love her necklace, which you'll see better once it's out of the box, is a seahorse, and the seahorse is my favorite animal. So I love that. And I think there's more than one doll. There's a few different Lagoona dolls that have seahorses on them, and I'm obsessed and I love it. So, but I also just really like her color scheme. She's got like this blue skin with the blonde hair. Super fun. Here she is on the back of the box. Like, she's super cute. I love this. But yeah, I've always liked that. I've always, like in Pokemon, for example, I've always gravitated towards water Pokemon, water and dragon type Pokemon. But yeah, so mostly water Pokemon. So I don't know, like it's something to do with the water. I love the water. I love swimming. I love being in the water. That's why I love the summer so much. Anyway, this is another one that I was really excited to have a reproduction of because these dolls are so good. Like, so far I've opened the other three in the Boo-riginal Creeproduction line that are out so far, and like they are very comparable to the originals. I never owned the originals. I wasn't collecting dolls at that time, so I wasn't able to get those, and I don't have them in my collection, so unfortunately I can't compare them. But I've seen other people's videos, and when they do side-by-side comparisons, it's like, I don't see the difference. Like, these are really good reproductions. So I'm super excited to have these in my collection. Now, I did mention in the other Boo-riginal Creeproduction doll videos that I made that back in like 2016 or whatever, I got the original Ghouls 6-pack that came out in 2015. That was originally like an $80 pack, which isn't bad for 6 dolls. That's like less than $20 per doll, so it's not terrible. But I got it on clearance for $50, so that's like less than $10 per doll. But anyway, so I got that, and I will be comparing the Boo-riginal Creeproduction with the 2015 re-release of these dolls, and there are some very major differences between these two. I think Frankie was the only one that didn't have huge differences. Frankie was pretty similar. For Draculaura, Claudine, and Lagoona, there are some pretty big differences between them. So later on in the video, I will be comparing her and show you what the differences are. Now, I do have a second set of them. I have them up there on this shelf back here. It's because I want to keep one in the box and take one out. I couldn't decide if I wanted to leave them in the box because they just look so cool. Like, I love this display. The way they are displayed is like so cool, and I'm going to talk about the box here in a second. But I couldn't decide if I wanted to leave them in the box or take them out. And of course I want to take them out, so I got 2 of each. So anyway, let's take a look at this doll here. Now, the box itself is really cool. It kind of looks like a trapper keeper or like a, you know, folder. Like I said, I've never seen, or I've never owned the original dolls, so I can't compare that, but I have seen pictures. These look very, very similar. There's some small differences, like this window is cut wider open, which I prefer to the original because you can see the doll better. Like in the original ones, the coffin shape cutout was smaller, so like part of the doll was covered. This is a much better way to display the doll, in my opinion. They don't have the window at the top anymore. Instead, they have a little saying. So for hers, it says, "Stay fantastically unique, ghouls." Oh, I like that. Stay fantastically unique. I really, really like that. Anyway, so on the back it says Monster High, and then it says, "Meet the frighteningly fashionable teenage children of the world's most famous monsters." I almost did that without having to read it because I've had to do it 4 times now. On the side it says Monster High, has some artwork of the character, Skelette, and then on the back here it says Lagoona Blue. Age is 15. Pet is Neptuna. Here's Neptuna. Neptuna right there, the little piranha, which is really cute. So Neptuna is my pet piranha, and I've got a special purse that's actually a fishbowl, so I can secretly take Neptuna to class. That is so cute. I love that. Favorite food is sushi. BFFs, I'm down with everybody, bruh. Does she? I don't know. Everybody that I've seen reviews of this so far is like, does she say bruh in the cartoons, or is that new? I don't know. If you know if she said bruh on the back of her original box, let me know in the comments, because that's weird. Oh, the other thing I wanted to point out is each of these boxes have like little icons on them, or little images. So like hers up here in the top is Bubbles, and then down here you've got the Skelette that has like fins and scales, and then she's got a seahorse. I love that so much. I love that. And then they also have like a little mixed tape down here, or a cassette tape. Hers says 6/10, so June 10th? Or June of 2010, or yeah, June of 2010. Anyway, it says 6/10 B-Day mix. Whose birthday is 6/10? I don't know. Not sure where the B-Day mix came from, but all these that they mention here have something to do with like Monster High in some way, whether it's the original webisodes or the original dolls or something. So those are cool little nods to the original. Yeah, I'm done talking about the box. Let's go ahead and get her out of the box. This is what she looks like in the box without the glare. So this is how she is displayed here. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut her free from this box really quick, and I will be right back. All right, so we got her out of the box. Okay, but before we look at her, I always like to look at the stuff that she comes with, because otherwise I forget. She comes with a stand. Her stand is like white, or like kind of like an off-white-ish. I think the original was supposed to be pearl, like pearly. This one is not. This one's kind of like a flat color, although it is like a shiny plastic. And then the brush is definitely made from a different material, because it's much brighter white and it still has that kind of pearl sheen. I think that the original stand was supposed to be more like this, although on camera they kind of look the same. But anyway, so classic Monster High brush. She also comes with her diary, which looks like a composition book. She also comes with her little pet. Here's Neptuna, who's super cute. Although I think like Neptuna kind of looks a little demented, like, but yeah, so definitely super cute concept. And then here is the purse that doubles as a fishbowl. So I think it's the only purse out of these Monster High ghouls that opens. So you can open it, and then you can put the little fishy inside there, and then close it, and then she is in her little fishbowl that's opening. Hold on. Okay, well, it doesn't really like clip closed very well, but there we go. So you've got Neptuna in the little fishbowl. I love that. That is a super cute little touch. And it's kind of molded on the inside to kind of give a little like line where the water is supposed to go up to. I really like that. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the doll. So here she is. She's super cute. Now, her face screening is another one that's different from the original. I think the original one definitely looked a lot more like fish eyes that kind of looked in different directions. I like this face a lot better. I'll just say that right off the bat. I heard somebody say that the fish eye look that the original Lagoona had was actually a mistake that they decided to keep because it wasn't intentional, but then they're like, hey, she looks more like a fish, so let's keep it or whatever. I don't know how true that is, but it is a thing. But anyway, I think that the new one for the Boo-riginal Creeproductions is so stunning. She's so pretty. I love this. So, and her hair is really good. It's a really good saran. It feels like there might be a little bit of product back here. It is matted. It definitely has box hair and needs to be zhuzhed a little because she's supposed to have curly hair. So I might have to actually do something with her hair later on. She does have gel up here as well. This little swoopy bang piece that like looks like a wave, that is very heavily gelled. So there's that. She has a little hair clip that's a flower. It's super cute. And it's got the two different colors. Like the part that's a clip is gold, but the flower is pink, and it's got the painted details on it. Let's quickly look at her outfit and everything. So when I get to the comparison for the 2015 version, I've got a funny story about the outfit. But for now, let's see her. So she's wearing this hoodie that kind of goes up and it's just really pretty. It's got like these sections here around the wrist that's like a sweatshirt material or something. Actually, you know what these remind me of? Like those kind of like scrunchy hair bands from the 90s. That's what it reminds me of. And then she's got this outfit that looks like a tank top, but it is actually a swimsuit that she's wearing underneath these shorts and under the hoodie. So if you wanted to take that off and like have her go swimming, you totally could. She's wearing a swimsuit underneath here. Her hoodie has these little fins on the top, which I like. It's cute little like ruffles of fabric to kind of create that fin look. She has these earrings. They're molded gold. I don't know what they are, but looking at them, I want to say they're like fishing weights or something like that with little chains and stuff. I don't know what the mold is supposed to actually be, but it reminds me of that, something fishing related. Her necklace is probably one of my favorite necklaces for any Monster High doll, just because it is a seahorse. Going down to the bottom here, she's got this like mesh legging that goes down to the knee. Is that connected to anything? What is that connected to? It's connected to the swimsuit. Okay, so these mesh leggings are actually connected to the swimsuit underneath, and these shorts are just over them. So the shorts are a separate piece, but these are really cute. They have like embroidered details, and then this like, you know, same kind of scrunchy material around the waist, and it velcros in the back. She has a little gold bracelet here that is just a molded piece of plastic. It's no painted details. She has fins molded onto her hands or onto her forearms, and then, you know, webbed fingers. And then she has like fins coming out of the sides of her calf here, but these don't come out as easily. Like they come out and you're able to put them back in, but they don't fall out like the older Lagoona dolls. The older Lagoona dolls, these would always fall out, and they came like this, where they have like rubber bands around it just to hold them on. So these do not have the rubber bands. I guess they stay in much better. And then here are her shoes. They're like supposed to be flip-flops, but they're wedge high heels. These are super cute. I like them, and they have like the painted detail with the pink and then the white blocking around the bottom. She is super cute, and I love the theming around her. I think they did a really good job, because she's supposed to be like this surfer girl, and like I think that they captured the outfit very well. It is kind of sporty, a little sporty, but also a little chic. It's kind of like that athleisure wear kind of thing that's happening, or that was happening anyway. But yeah, I love this doll so much, and I love the fact that they don't use the glue in the heads, so no glue seepage. So like her hair is actually really good. This one, her hair is questionable, which actually, let's go ahead. That's a good segue, transition. Let's go ahead and compare these two dolls. All right, so comparing these two side by side, like even just at a glance, they look very different. Like the execution almost is very different. But a lot of it has to do with the hair, because I'm looking at these and their facial screening, while there is definitely differences, their face screening is very similar, actually. It's not a huge difference. Like I've seen with Draculaura, for example, there was a pretty big difference there. So, I mean, a lot of them are very close anyway. Like this was the Creeproduction, obviously, and then this is the 2015 version. But if you look at them side by side, the differences in their face paint and makeup, you know, like this one, it looks a little bit more flat, whereas this one looks a little bit more shiny and like there's more highlighted stuff. But it's very similar. I definitely like the new one a little more because the colors of her eyes are a little bit brighter, and I like the frosted lipstick that they've given her. But yeah, as far as the faces go, they're actually very similar, and they just have like slight differences here and there. But I do like both of them. So the next big thing is the hair. Like, this is the way she came in the box. her hair was not styled the same way that this one's is. This one is very meticulously designed to look like that little swoopy wave type thing. So when we're looking at these side by side, like her hair just is free and kind of messy. Also, her hoodie came like pinned to her head, so it's up like this, and it was kind of like done up like this from the get-go out of the box. For her, most of her hair was actually pulled back, and it only had like some of it out. And in fact, I think in the box, her hoodie was kind of down anyway. So the flower is definitely different. It's the same like shape, but there's no painted details on this one. And whereas hers has gold underneath for the clip part, this is a slightly different type of clip. And, oh, come on camera, there it is. Slightly different type of clip, and it's all one color. Moving down, the earrings are kind of the same. Like, there's not really much different for the earrings. And then same thing for the necklace, because there's no details painted on it. The outfits are definitely different. For the Boo-riginal Creeproductions, and probably the original, they have this material around the cuffs for the sleeves, and then this like silver ribbon down the front, and then also this kind of like sweatshirt material. It's a band around the bottom of her hoodie. But for the 2015 version, the silver in the front, as well as the black on the bottom, and then the turquoise around the cuffs is all just embroidery. So they, you know, there's definitely some shortcuts being taken. Also, there's a difference when you look at the shorts. For the Boo-riginal Creeproduction, it's got like this different material here and everything. For the 2015 one, it's just a ribbon. And the colors are more brighter here. Plus there's tubing around the leg openings here, whereas for this one, it's just embroidery. Also, she only has like one color for the embroidery for the pockets, whereas the Boo-riginal has two different colors. They both have these mesh leggings here that are connected, but since I never had the original Lagoona doll, I didn't know this. This is all one piece. All the shorts, the swimsuit, and everything is actually all sewn together. It is one piece. And I just thought that that's how Lagoona's outfit was for the longest time. I didn't realize it is actually supposed to be separate pieces. Like, for this one, like the shorts are a separate piece that you can take off, and she's wearing a swimsuit underneath. I didn't know that. I actually did not know that for the longest time, because the only exposure I had was the 2015 re-release, and they cut so many corners on that one. So like, this is once again another reason why I'm so happy to have the Boo-riginal Creeproductions, because they are so much like the originals that it's basically like having the originals, except like maybe slightly higher quality, or you know, slightly different things here and there, and no fish eyes. Also, talking about the hair, there is a lot more hair for the Boo-riginal Creeproductions. For the 2015 one, a lot less hair. It is cut shorter and it's not curly. So that's a theme that I'm seeing for all of these 2015 ones. There's not really any glue seepage for these 2015 ones that I've got, luckily. At least not for this doll, and I think Claudine was pretty good too. I don't remember for the other two, but although she does need just a little bit of TLC for her hair, just because she was in the box for so long. But I am going to definitely... I'm probably going to curl her hair, honestly. Like, she's supposed to have curly hair, and I want her to have curly hair. It still has the fins and everything, but the next difference that we're going to see is for the shoes. So for the Boo-riginal Creeproductions, there is painted details, but for the 2015 re-release, there is no paint on the shoes. The articulation for these dolls is the same as the older dolls. So, of course, you have, like, movement at the head. You have movement at the shoulder. The shoulder joints are really stiff for all of these dolls so far, I'm noticing. There is movement at the elbow and the wrist. Those are both okay. The hip and the knee is perfectly fine as well. So they feel just like normal Monster High dolls, except for those shoulders. Like I said, the shoulders are a little stiff. Also, the technology for the peg that they use for the arms is a little different. They have the reboot version for the newer ones, whereas for the 2015 and all the older ones looks like this. So just kind of a comparison of the older pegs versus the newer pegs that they started using during the reboot. I personally like these a little more because it's kind of easier to use these to take the arms off and put them back on than these are. I don't know. I mean, some of it, this one, it was like from doll to doll, it kind of depended. Some of them were really hard to take the arm out, and I've actually broken this kind of a peg before. These ones are more consistent and they are easier to use for me, and I have not broken any of them. Now, for both Frankie and for Claudine, I do have the Haute Couture versions of those characters. They haven't come out with the Lagoona, but I heard a rumor that they are going to come out with a Haute Couture doll for Lagoona, and if they do, I'm super excited. I mean, I hope that she looks good. Like, I hope I like the way that she looks regardless, because I won't buy her if I don't like the doll. Like, I'm not gonna buy a doll that I don't like, but because it's Lagoona, I really like Lagoona. I like her designs and everything. So I am really hoping they have a Haute Couture doll for Lagoona, because I will absolutely be getting it. And if I do, then I will do like a comparison between the Lagoona, or between the collector doll and the Playline doll. So, but for now, that's pretty pretty much all I've got. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this doll. If you were able to get the Creeproduction dolls. I know not everybody was able to get them, or they didn't pop up in all of the Walmarts. It was only select Walmarts that got them. So let me know if you were able to get them, or if you have the originals. Was there any other differences that I didn't point out? Let me know down below. It is lunchtime, or actually a little after lunchtime right now, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go get something to eat. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, of course, just hit that thumbs up. It'll let me know that you enjoyed it. But for right now, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I hope I see you next time. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.